Hello there YouTube, it's Alex back with another video. Last week I gave you guys some of the things that I liked in books, and today I'm gonna give you some of the things I don't really like in books. Now, gonna give you a quick disclaimer because everything in this video is purely my opinion. There is no right or wrong answers here. There are just some of the things that I like when I see them in books. I usually put the book down or stop reading. So if you like any of these things that I mention, that's perfectly fine. If you don't like them, that's also perfectly fine. You are entitled to your own opinions. And well, that being said, let's jump into the video. I know at least a few of these are going to get me canceled because they're kind of popular, but hey, we had a good run, didn't we, guys? I'm just kidding. All right, let's start with number one. Love triangles. Oh boy, I can already hear the angry typing in the comments. Love triangles for me just seem overdone, and I hate the drama that's like surrounds it, and I can't stand unnecessary drama. I don't know. The back and forth between the MC and the two other characters that they're going to be with and who they aren't just isn't for me, and it's just really tiring. Plus, I always feel like they go for the bad boy or the guy that doesn't treat them well, and that's kind of another point I'll touch on later. Now, I might consider reading it if the author kind of switched it up a little bit and did something new with it, but other than that, I usually steer clear of those. Alright, number two, black and white morality. There's nothing I loathe more than cookie cutter hero and villains. Is it so hard to make your hero have a mistake or do bad things every once in a while, or have your villain save a child or two, or do something that's not completely rooted in evil? Is it so much to ask for? It just drives me nuts when two major characters in the story are cardboard cutouts. Don't be afraid to give your villain a heart or put innocent blood on your hero's hands. I'm not saying that they have to go on like a killing spree or anything, but at least give them some depth. I don't know, I just think it's so boring otherwise. Number three. I got this term from movie tropes, but I also hate it when it happens in books, and that's Deus Ex Machina. For those who don't know the definition of this, it is an unexpected power or event saving a seemingly hopeless situation, especially as contrived plot device in a play or novel. So basically, the characters are in a serious life-threatening situation and they can't see a way out of it and they just might die. But wait, what's that on the horizon? Backup or a super powerful being that saves the person in the nick of time and saves the day. Now I will admit there are a few instances where this has happened and I liked it because it makes sense for the situation or for the characters to do what they did. I don't like it when it's used as a last ditch effort, or the characters do something that doesn't really go with their character or what their character would do. Let me give an example. So the MC goes out on their own without telling anybody where they're going to fight some big bad guy for plot reasons. The MC starts losing the fight and regrets not bringing anyone with them, or learns a lesson that they can't do things on their own. And just as the big bad guy goes to go in for the final blow to finish them off, his group shows up, or his teachers, or someone of higher power, and he gets saved. How did they know that you were there? I don't know. Like, maybe hate stupid plot holes, but like the whole coming in at the last minute and being saved just doesn't really do it for me. Number 4. This is another one that's going to get me canceled. The Chosen One, where the main character is chosen at birth to change the world or save the world. I just think it's overdone. Plus it goes along with the whole prophecy thing, so I'll kind of lump those two together. But like I mentioned in my last video, there's only one book I can think of that did this well. The rest of them, they just seem so forced. I don't know, it's hard to explain. They seem to rely so heavily on the prophecy that it's hard for there to be other stuff like character development and world building. And the Chosen One always has the prophecy shoved down their throat, and they try to do everything that they can to try and make the prophecy happen. But that's the thing, it's a prophecy. And a prophecy will happen even if you try to go against it. Like that's what my idea of a prophecy is. So, and maybe that's kind of why I like Wayfarer Redemption, because no matter how hard some of the characters try to go against the prophecy, the results are the same. The characters' actions in the books aren't rooted in the prophecy, and each of them come to terms with it in their own way. Sorry, I'm rambling now. Number 5, adults are useless. I just love it when children who are still learning their craft beat the professional who has years of experience in whatever field they're in. I am going to say something some of you might not agree with, but it's okay that your MC isn't the best at what they do. They don't even have to end up being the best at what they do. There can be characters that are better than your MC at certain things. Your MC does not have to become number 1, and the story can still be interesting. And that's what I hate about it. Number 6, romanticizing abusive behavior and misogyny. Why? I just don't understand this. The character will get with a douchebag of a guy and then defend him. Like, no, he's a dick. End of story. But I love him. Okay, cut him out of your life and you can find someone else. People can fall in love more than once. Also, before you click out of the video to write a whole paragraph as to why I'm wrong, if a book is about getting out of an abusive relationship, that's a different story. So I understand that in real life, abusive relationships are a thing. But romanticizing it and making it seem like it's not so bad is a very bad and damaging thing. Plus, I just don't want to read a relationship where the guy is a misogynistic asshole or the partner is. A quick PSA, if you or someone is going through a domestic violence situation, there are people you can talk to. I will have the number right here down below. And nobody should be going through those things alone at all. Now, to continue this wonderful little list, number 7, purposeful miscommunication or lack thereof. There is nothing that gets under my skin more, other than the rest of this list. There's nothing that gets under my skin more than big miscommunication and it being handled horribly. The character only hears part of a conversation and gets the wrong impression or sees something out of context and jumps to conclusions, but then no one wants to confront anybody to get answers. They just let their feelings muster until there's a big conflict. Like I said earlier, I just can't stand unnecessary drama. Just talk to one another. Is that so hard to do? Now, last but certainly not least, number 8. Yes, 8. No parents. I don't understand why a character can't have 2 alive, decent parents. It's either that they are dead, or there's either one dead or both, or they're just shitty parents and they don't watch their kids, or constantly drunk or under the influence. Can I just get one parent that cares about their child's well-being, or a parent-like figure? It doesn't have somebody that cares about this child's well-being. I honestly think it would be great if the MC comes back from home to a furious parent, and after saving the whole world or whatever, they get grounded for months. That'd be hilarious, or at least I think so. I don't know. Well, that's my whole list of things that I don't like in books. I'm curious if you guys agree or disagree with some of my opinions. I would love to have an adult conversation with whoever does disagree or even agrees. Again, we are all entitled to our own opinion, and this whole list was completely my opinion. Thank you guys for joining me again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. And as always, be good, and if you can't be good, be safe. And if you can't be safe, be awesome. Bye.